wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was like, get thirsty, go get some water, bro.
Like, yo. Man, get your water. We apologize. Hey, you know, we're peaceful people.
Said this last time we were walking. I thought it was absolute. I thought truth was absolute, but apparently it's kind of relative. I'm not sure.
Absolutely relative.
I thought it was absolute, like the truth. I thought the truth was like the truth, but it's a matter of what you think. So
the truth is relative to those espousing and listening.
Right.
Period. It's entirely relative and highly subjective.
Well. This
Downright
is
fluid these days.
This is 14 grams.
Right. XIV grams. I'm Hyman. And go ahead and give it some. Give the people what they want.
Bread or Murrow, known for stacking bread, getting head, and I will lay the lead. With me is Protocol, the producer, as always.
Yeah. And we have a special guest.
She's back.
Got her.
Yes, the mysterious Patty Pothead.
That's me.
Welcome back, Patty.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for stopping by. So, last time you were here, let's just get into the strain of the day. Let's not even talk about last time. Let's let them listen to the last episode. They want to, you know. What's the strain of the day, Patty?
I chose Mr. Nice. It's actually what we just smoked outside on the patio. So
I want to talk to Samson.
That's what I thought of when he told me this strain. I was like, definitely, like
Mr. Nice.
yes.
So
And
it's not Mr.
is,
Nice guy. This is Mr. Nice.
No, the strain is
Fact
Mr.
remain the
Nice.
Mr.
same.
Nice.
I'm saying the same
For
thing.
the movie lovers,
Don't
just
matter.
saying. Don't
True.
ask your weed man for Mr. Nice guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I Googled Mr. Nice Guy strain, and Google was like, no, idiot.
It's
Like,
Mr.
it's
Nice.
just Mr. Nice Guy. Like, Mr. Nice. Like, I was like, oh. And like, either the movie or the strain, like, get it together, female. And I was like, oh, my bad. You got me.
Got you.
Google be on that bullshit sometimes.
Mr. Nice is pretty nice.
It's decent. I mean, it's very mellow. I feel kind of like I'm floating. Like
Yeah,
a
this is
little,
a very, yeah.
I feel flighty. I
Okay,
feel like
so
lifted.
let's guess here. I don't know if we have the stats, but is this all indica or is this hybrid? I feel like this is indica dominant.
It is extremely dense buds with a sweet smell.
Indica dominant.
All right, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Definitely can tell from this high. It's like a hey, lay back. Talk
Time to
about
chill.
life, time to relax.
It makes you sing when you talk.
Yeah.
Like that's how it's like,
You know?
life is good. Like
Yeah.
why are you singing? Like that's
You know
just
what I'm
It's
saying?
good.
This,
And you twist your hands.
Yeah.
it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It is a vibe. It is a vibe.
It's like rap music.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do we have a word of the day?
We do. THC-a.
THC-a.
So everybody knows the Tetrahydrocannabinol-a.
THC, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Everybody knows THC. Tetrahydrocannabinol if you want to get fancy.
So this is the acid version. But it can only be taken from live plants. So this is something that's harvested in the infancy. Wait, never mind.
Did you say aspirin?
No.
Acid.
THC-a. So instead of, taking your acid on a sugar cube and thinking you could trip out at any time over the next 10 years, you can take it on, say, a weed brownie, and it leaves your system like normal weed.
Yeah, but it's non-psychoactive.
Yeah, it just gives you that TV high that we've
So-
all been looking for.
Then what's the acid
So I'm
part?
gonna tell you. So tetrahydrocannabinol-a acid, or THC-a, is the non-psychoactive cannabinoid found in raw and live cannabis. As the plant dries, THC-a slowly converts to THC. Heat expedites this conversion in a process known as a fancy word that describes what happens when you smoke weed or vaporize a flower. All right.
Okay.
But so they're harvesting this, or this is a chemical that's being found in cannabis that can be used for medicinal purposes and can be either psychoactive or non-psychoactive.
So it's being found in cannabis plants,
Yes.
and it has medicinal purposes that they're discovering that are new.
Yeah.
What are some
And I
of the
mean, it's been out for the past couple of years,
Right.
but introducing it to our audience.
What are
Okay.
some of the applications of the non-psychoactive version? I think we all can pretty much understand the applications for the psychoactive version.
So THC-a is
So they're
for the regular.
looking at anti-inflammatory properties for arthritis and lupus, neuroprotective properties for treatment of neurodegenerative diseases,
So Alzheimer's, Parkinson's.
So just to be clear-
antiemetic properties for nausea and appetite loss.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Finally,
Yeah.
something for morning.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as I was smoking. I got the munchies and I was just eating crap. But I remember, when I wasn't feeling well and I didn't want to eat, it did help me bring some
it spurred that
appetite.
appetite.
I smoked, one little line, and it's like, okay. And then, I smoked another. It's like, okay, now I'm ready to eat. Thank you. Thank you. And then the anti-inflammatory, I actually read that it's actually more effective than medicine.
But
Like
I'm just
aspirin.
I'm thinking when I hear this different stuff, it reminds me of how much I love science.
Oh,
It makes me want to go out and buy a lab coat and a set of goggles and set up in my garage and relive my childhood. Start, doing days full of science.
did you used to watch Beekman's World?
I just used to do a bunch of science experiments.
Did you watch Bill Nye? I'm just curious. Like,
No, I watched
I
Mr.
did.
Wizard, but my dad was.
I didn't watch Mr. Wizard.
My dad was
That's
a
before my time,
chemist,
I think.
and that was what he did. My Uncle Bill was a rocket scientist, and I was a nerd, and that was right up both of their alleys. So I
I'm
had
gonna be
Mr. Wizard
interested to
Bill
see
Nye
what
up.
it is that you do dealing with chemistry and cannabis in the future,
That
if
would
given the opportunity. I'm very curious. So, folks, stay tuned to Bread's
I'm
World.
gonna do this.
Pro, a few episodes back, we started Slow Burn.
Right.
So what's in the Slow Burn today?
I was thinking, me and Lawless were hanging out yesterday, and he brought a cone over, and I just like blunts, so I roll them up. But he smokes cones and stuff, so he brings them over. We'll be smoking the cones and the blunts because whatever. But I noticed, I was like, man, like I get kind of high quick on those cones. And I told him, I was like, man, these cones, I don't really like the way they smoke. Papers in general, they do smoke good because there's so much weed in them. But I said the blunts get you higher slower,
Yeah,
is what it seems.
yeah.
So that would be the slow burn for today. The blunts get you higher slower, I think, because it's just built differently.
But if you don't practice, pioneering economics or economically smoke with it, you can get the cone, hit real quick, get to your level, put it out,
That's true.
hit for a good while.
That's a good pro. That is a good pro. I mean, because we did. It's like, I was like, man, the weed can't be this strong, because
But it's a lot packed in there.
it was a lot packed in there. You hit it.
Starting
it's
off
like,
in this big, huge
it's a different
volume, and then it
it's
slowly.
a different type of rotation.
Yeah.
How are your cones?
It just kept ending up like put on the side. So
I'm curious as to how you guys cones are constructed, because the ones I've smoked have been like a weed leaf full of wax dipped weed rolled in.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to die.
That sounds.
I'm not
very,
trying to die.
Yeah,
very chest crippling.
I like them, but it's not cost effective to smoke them.
Yeah, no. So the cones what we're talking about. So maybe that's another word of the day for today for Murrow is a cone.
Cone.
So a cone in this instance is a pre-rolled joint that has a good amount of prepackaged marijuana and it's closed already at the top.
No.
Or you can just purchase the raw cone and then put your own weed in there and twist it up at the top.
But they don't dip it for you or anything?
No, you can get a cone here. You can get a cone from Texaco. They sell raw.
Now, Brad, what kind of cones did you have? Because you described it.
I got a host of something in a dispensary, and they called it a cone, but it had been, the weed in it had been dipped in wax. The outside had been dipped in wax and rolled in weed, and they rolled it and we smoked.
So there are different types of cones,
yeah,
and that's more or less like a caviar type of one.
You guys make it all the way through?
Yeah, we made it all the way through. It's a great smoke. It's just much more expensive than getting, say, an ounce or a half ounce and rolling
Exactly.
blunts.
How many of you guys was it?
There were 4 of us.
That's pretty good.
But that's like that caviar type of blend that they have at Peak.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Peak Dispensaries. Coming soon. See you in April.
Yes.
Going to Denver for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm going with THC-a. Hey man, Patty, now that you're here, I was thinking, Durban you guys got a Durban bus and that's cool. But man, I'm kind of feeling like we should have an XIV bus maybe, I don't know. I'm going to see how many people we can get to roll with us, man.
Hey.
I mean, everybody's welcome, you got them, bring them.
My dream is I just see us, just riding side by side on the road to Denver.
On the road again.
Yeah,
Shout out to Willie Nelson.
That's the mission,
I can't wait to get on the road again.
We got to look into having possibly edibles on the ride.
A 420 experience with Willie Nelson in Austin a few years back.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Showed up to the Marley Fest. The only time I went. And Willie Nelson happened to be getting a statue on the street as we were walking to the park.
Wow.
And it was like, man, fuck it. I'm about to sit here and wait for Willie Nelson to come out.
Why not?
Yes.
Why the fuck not?
And it's free. Oh my gosh. How many people can say this? And yeah, he came out, did a couple of songs, and it was just an atmosphere of peace and love. And like, shit, everybody was celebrating this man and his impact on music and on culture. And it was really cool.
That's dope.
But yeah.
Hey, funny story. I was in New York one time, and I was there to actually see Wynton Marsalis, and I got an opportunity to be backstage with him. But that's where I spotted Willie Nelson talking to Mariah Carey. And later on, I didn't see them, but I caught a little whiff, and I was like. And I was just wondering, like, I just had this strong
see anybody
feeling.
meeting up with Willie Nelson.
I'm not saying it was strong, but I caught a whiff. I was walking through that same area later. No one was back there anymore. But I caught a whiff, and I was just wondering. Anyways, Murrow, what's been going on with you lately?
Well, we've been dealing with a rather unique thing. In my family, we have a unique issue. We have overprivileged young black men. Yesterday, my nephew and one of his buddies decided with $80, a couple of borrowed credit cards, and a dream, they should strike out by a Greyhound for L.A. to live out their dream of hitting it in the recording industry.
So,
They decided to do this based entirely on having found out where some guy who they heard of goes to a studio. Their plan was to get there, camp out outside this guy's studio, and catch him on the way in. This was the entirety of their plan.
That's not real life.
They left on the coldest day of the year in shorts and t-shirts. Like I said, a couple of borrowed credit cards, $80 cash, and a dream.
So
So,
they stole credit cards.
so
They quit buying it one of my sisters, so they ain't stealing. Like I said, overprivileged. It's not really a common phenomenon, but it does exist.
So in news, Walter Chronic here.
Chronic?
Hey, how you doing, Protocol?
Hey, man, pretty good.
It's crazy that I can talk to my viewers and listeners.
Hey.
That's how awesome we are here. Anyway, this comes to you from Lifehacker. What you can and can't do in California with recreational marijuana. So we know January 1st brought about legalization. What you can do is you can go there and buy weed. That's completely legal. You can walk into any dispensary. Hey, yeah, no more needing to find somebody with a medical card down on Venice Beach and go get you some bud that way. No, you cannot. You still cannot smoke in public, nor can you use a credit card. So we're still looking at a cash business. But if you are a resident, you can legally grow.
So what about the Cash App?
I'm pretty sure you can use the Cash App.
Okay.
Oh, they have their own.
I mean, yeah, or something similar to it.
They have their own.
And you can't smoke and drive. But I don't know why, because there's no way to accurately be able to test whether or not a person is high.
I do
or
know
not,
why.
purely because of how long THC stays inside of the
I
body.
do know why. It's called the California
Cannabis lawmakers
Roadways in
probably
the
just said,
80s.
fuck it, let's take it, let's fight some better battles.
Well, no, that's
Just
the
smoking
that's
it
the
out.
deal they made in exchange for legalization. You will accept no questions asked, the same regulations as alcohol. Don't fucking fight us on this. That was the deal made.
Okay, well, hey, that's no problem. I can accept that. I can accept that. That's fair. But also, you can't buy more than an ounce, so that's good. I mean, you don't really need more than 28 grams at a particular time.
You can still get more than an ounce because you can go to the dispensary.
Hey,
and
we
go
want to
really
be.
needed their
You want to be
services for
with
it.
inside of the law, sir.
but I mean,
With inside of the law.
I'm just saying, as a practicality, the way that the industry is there, it's entirely possible. Or you can go and get a license and grow up to 99 plants just as a resident and not have an issue.
So staying inside of the state of California, California says that they will defend legal cannabis despite Sessions' threat of a crackdown. California signaled its intent Thursday to defend the state's voter-approved law legalizing recreational marijuana hours after U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions issued a memo clearing the way for a federal crackdown on weed.
There's nothing really to defend, though. There's nothing really to defend, though. All he did is remove the bar. All he did is remove the bar, the total bar, and say it's at the discretion of the state's attorney general and the assistant U.S. attorney. In California, it's not something they're going to prosecute. It brought the state out of bankruptcy medically almost 20 years ago. Nobody wants to give back that revenue stream.
So it's good to see states like California saying that they're going to fight this. In Colorado, they're pretty much saying that it's still going to be business as usual, no real change. And John Hickenlooper brought up recently, there are 30 states right now where marijuana is legal.
And they
3/5 of the country, is legal. What the fuck?
Well, get 8 more
You know-
states. Get 8 more states with you. Lead a campaign, and get a constitutional amendment removing federal marijuana prohibition.
So hopefully, you got New Jersey trying to come on board this year.
Going to, they have a Democratic
A couple
governor
more,
and a Democratic
right.
legislator.
I think New York is trying to go ahead and rework their marijuana
Medical,
laws.
They have a medical, but it's a very strict program. They're trying to liberalize.
And a couple other states that are looking at, I think New Hampshire or Vermont.
Vermont. They're looking at going legal. They led the charge medically. They were out ahead even of California.
Yeah. They just get left in the background.
Yeah, you never hear about
They
Vermont.
really don't call
It's not.
attention to themselves. They've got it really
Man,
good. They don't want it to fill up with tourists and transplants.
Vermont,
sneaky bastards.
yeah, Vermont is like the perfect dope
Hey,
dealer.
don't tell nobody how to get
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
Vermont moving weight.
Shut the hell up about what we're doing.
Yeah,
Like Nicky Barnes.
New Hampshire,
You guys,
Connecticut.
Yeah.
you guys
Solid
did it.
We on to you, Vermont.
Yes.
We are on to you.
We're on the all
We
of
coming.
them.
We coming to see.
Well, Connecticut, they're fairly
Right.
open. You
Yeah,
just
Vermont's
have
like-
to be able to afford to live there.
Run. I'm buying estates
Connecticut
in New
just-
Hampshire.
Connecticut's
Someone should
only
make a song
In
about the legal
Vermont.
states. Like,
yeah.
someone should make a cool song about all the states
Yeah.
that are legalized.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
somebody should really have all the legal
you
states.
should produce that.
Somebody should have all the legal states
You should make that
get together and sign a petition to the Congress saying, look, we're not apportioning any more of our revenues or any of our new revenues to continue with this insane bullshit.
Well,
The
unfortunately,
states are the laboratories of democracy.
True.
And in that spirit, you must end this bar or do it without our resources.
so that's a very good point. And I wish that they would have the nuts of your 18-year-old nephew who just hit the road and went for
You're
it.
talking about 30 states of the union, not an 18-year-old overprivileged young man.
I just wish they had I just wish they had his nuts or had, you
Fuck it,
know.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's that fucking let's go.
That's it. Fuck it, let's go.
It's gonna work out
That's that
either
fucking,
way.
yeah. That's what that is. And that's you know, my friend said that's youth. You know what I'm saying? That's what the youth, that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? That's the benefit. There's less fear. You know what I'm saying? As you gain
lot less fear.
as you gain experience, you learn how to become afraid.
Yeah.
There's also no
And you know what?
reliable
I think that's
people
one
behind
thing that's
you
kept a lot of
keep you
people
safe.
in the keeping you safe, that fear.
Right.
That's the reason why a lot of folks don't come out as far as being smokers or supporters of marijuana because of that stigma and knowing, hey, I'm safe over here inside of this closet, and shit, let me just go ahead and stay over here. I can hang out with y'all, but only over here.
My mom popped up on me today. You know, she was in the area and she called me like, hey, I'll be over there in 30 minutes. I said, hey, okay, cool. And, you know, I had to light some incense and shit. Because my boy, you know, told me not too long ago, like, man, you act like you don't be smoking strong, you know, some loud or whatever. So it's, you know, I guess your nose gets used to it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hate having to light incense and all that shit just because
It's my house.
it's, you know, but
It's the odor.
she asks, my mom acts a little funny when she smells it. You know, she makes comments and stuff like, take care of your lungs.
But you know what? At that point in time, I think you should then educate her.
I've tried.
That's what I've started to
My
do.
dad is a little bit more receptive.
I've started to educate my mom, and like I just started sending her education. Like it was a article about Bill Nye having a series on Netflix, and one of the episodes being about the science behind weed. And I sent her that article, and she sent me something back saying pretty much, you know, thanks for the information. So I'm like, hey, good deal.
You know,
good deal.
send me that.
You know,
Send me that.
exactly.
Progress,
You know.
Send me that so I can send it to my mom.
Oh, no problem. I think I did send it to you already.
Okay. It's possible that I missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never imagine having to hide anything I did from my parents.
No hiding. It
It
avoids.
for me, it's a different level of respect that like I have. Like I just don't
Point of respect.
do
I
certain
mean,
things.
Yeah,
around my
no,
parents.
I'm pretty sure she knows
Yeah.
that I smoke weed.
Right.
But it's hey.
It's an unspoken. Don't ask, don't tell. You know, I feel like I'm gay. You know,
one of my parents not walking in and being
like you know, hey, everybody know you have that gay cousin, and everybody knows that person is gay, but nobody ever says it.
Gay. Like,
You know, right? And when you show up as like you're straight, it's like really.
My thing.
You know, when are you gonna be comfortable with being you?
I need you to say it so we can all acknowledge it. Like, come on, man, we all know it.
Right.
I smoke.
Yes.
My thing with all the adults.
Feels so much better.
My thing with all the adults I've dealt with, they're the type to blast you. Look, I know where's the weed. I know you got it. I know you been hiding it.
You know, I grew up with different folks.
It just makes them uncomfortable, though.
Right.
That's really my point. I think
And it's that stigma.
It makes her uncomfortable because of the stigma.
And that's where organizations like Durban come in at.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We help them learn that it's not. There's nothing wrong with smoking weed.
My dad
It doesn't make you a slacker. It doesn't make you like a hippie. Like, we need to get out of that mindset. Marijuana is amazing. Like,
man,
embrace it.
You can be a fucking slacker. You know what I'm saying?
Covered in
and just like anything, you know, fucking Facebook can take the place of a blunt.
You're right.
Okay.
Absolutely right.
Come on.
You know what? I was watching on the Professional Black Stoner.
Netflix is definitely a drug.
Page one
It's
time.
a hell of a drug.
This guy said, I don't judge your legal drug use. Don't judge mine. You know, period. Because everybody has their own drug.
Yeah.
But I completely.
Being self-righteous.
A cousin of mine, he was more or less along the same line saying, oh, I've seen what weed does to people. No, those are people who weren't going to do shit anyway. You know, I get up, I can smoke and be productive, but I choose not to. I smoke in the evening when I get home. It's my reward for dealing with the day. You go have a beer, I go smoke a square. I mean, we're both good.
Right.
You know, it's how I like to relax.
I get up, I wake and bake, and I get to work.
Yeah. And everybody uses it in different ways, and it helps them. You know, it's not like people are being hurt. But once I sent my cousin information about CBD, his whole mind frame was like, oh, well, that's cool. What the hell? All right, well, I'll slowly but surely get you okay with the whole plant. Mm-hmm. I'll take it how I can get it. You know.
Hey, I say if you want people okay.
Pick up the mic.
If you want people okay with it, let's make it federally legal. 8 more states, man.
That's
8 more states.
Hopefully we can get that this year. Hey, you know what? One way how we can do it is if folks go ahead and go vote for Meek, Demetrius Walker. Vote for him if you're in District 138.
This is very important if you want to change the balance in the electoral college. You've got to get out in these off-year elections. You've got to vote.
Right.
That's when you set the electoral college in the off years.
Vote for Demetrius Walker.
Shout out to Judge Deborah Davis.
Yeah, Deidre Davis.
Shout out for Deidre Davis.
Deidre
Vote
Davis.
for her as well.
Deidre Davis. Civil Court, I believe. Yeah. So, as you can see, we're being politically active in our part of the country.
Democracy is not a spectator sport. It is fully participatory.
I have a buddy who's dating this chick who's a doctor in cannabis. And she was like, you know, flying out to somewhere.
Doctor in cannabis.
Well, no, not a doctor, but she's a doctor and a cannabis advocate. And she was flying out to testify for legislation.
Man.
And stuff like that. I was like,
wonderful.
Can we get her on the show?
Yes, that would be a great
I would reach out. And, I'm sure we could set that up.
I mean, we're really starting to line up.
And she's just like a normal doctor who just kind of, advocates.
Who has common sense, and I mean, it never hurts to be the face and the pocketbook behind what's going to be a new medication stream. Basically, there's a lot of work in the opioid substitution field going on, and a lot of these new cannabis derivatives are perfectly poised to mine that gap. So as a medical professional, what's wrong with being first on this wave? Hats off to her.
Yeah, but we're really trying to go ahead and line up good guests. and a lot of them have been women.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing. It's good we're seeing a lot of women. Yeah, it's the ladies that's out there getting it, you know,
Well,
and that's super cool.
More often than not, they're the first through the new door.
But a lot of times we talk about the diversity in marijuana and the lack of women that there are. But a lot of the women that we've had, Miss Peaches, you know, she's going to come back up here again. Boy, did you see Murrow's face?
Right.
Did you see, man, as soon as I mentioned her name?
You know, that was next time.
Oh, shit. Go check out Pandora's Box.
Yeah,
Go check out Pandora's Box. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, the Professional Black Stoner, So Blowed Apparel Code, Protocol Vaping Code, our supporters, TG Edibles. Shout out to Patty Pothead for coming through.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Man, hey, check out at the Houston Cannabis on Instagram for more information on the trip to Denver for 420 weekend.
Who's coming? Never been to Denver.
It's a nice place.
This is a great place to talk. Yes. I'm Patty Pothead. What do you mean?